Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Appalachian State Mountaineers and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Gamecocks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Appalachian State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And here comes Jordan Marshall. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I'll tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Back to pass, it's Singleton. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. The Gamecocks offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Hall. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Out wide left, it's Sellers. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Hits the hole, it's Clark. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Sets his feet. It's Overton. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The run inside. It's Clark. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Hall. Touchdown, Gamecocks! A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Off play action on first down. Out wide right, it's Drake. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Mountaineers. Once he got some room, it was over.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about great balance. Run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
Across the 45. Good pickup here. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st and 10. Handoff for Auguste. Nowhere to go.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Got some green grass. Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. Finds a crease, it's Hall. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Goes high to pull it in. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. To the air, it's Overton. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Caught on the RPO. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quarterback changing the play. Motion from the back. He's going for the goal line. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run with Auguste. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right.
Touchdown, South Carolina! Great job by the back on the option. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 4...
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. They'll run the counter. Uh-oh, look out. Bring him down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
On the move, it's Hall. And he's brought down after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Hands it off. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
2nd and long here. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd down, here's Isaiah Auguste. He gets it oh so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short.
This offense typically really good in these physical situations, running the football, getting first downs. They got stopped on this play. Interesting decision coming up here on 4th down.
Gives it the big stiff arm. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Finds his man. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
That last incompletion brings up a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The screen, he can go. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Hey guys, here on the home team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Reese?
All right, Holly. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Overton. Right side, it's Hall. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Fresh center downs going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Tyler. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Gets the back moving. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the returner will be knocked down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Between the hashes, it's Marshall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On the run, it's Marshall. Turning it on. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air. It's Overton. Rifles it down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I think there's a difference between aggressiveness and recklessness. You're backed up, man. You're going to take shots right now, force the ball into coverage. The defense makes the pick. And how about this? In scoring position, very little time on the clock. Got a chance to put some points on the board before you go into the half.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We get things going here with a look at Charlotte taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And it's the 49ers able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Coming out of the locker room, the Gamecocks head coach told me, he says this all the time, but the team that holds on to football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific, great ball security, and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Hall. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Drops back. It's Overton. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Left side is Marshall. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires on the move. Out wide right, it's Drake. Touchdown, App State! He got a step and just dusted the field.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Here's a give to Auguste. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
A designed run for the quarterback. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow, the running back.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Motion from the wideout. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw, it's Overton. Out wide left, it's Sellers. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. Fires quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. On the ground, it's Marshall. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Long way to go on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Singleton. He'll try to do it himself. Still running at the 40. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He wants to throw. Turns it upfield. All kinds of room to the right. The 10. And he scores. Touchdown, App State. Here comes the 2-point try. Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, but will it stand? There is a flag down.
Personal foul.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Breaks into the open. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They're going to ride this running back. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. On 1st and 10 from the 38. On the run, it's Hall. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Handoff for Auguste. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play, just working really well.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Backs going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Hits inside. It's Marshall. Couldn't find a lane. They pick up a 1 to the 31. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, it's Singleton. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on fourth. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him down. Short of the first down marker.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Using his feet. To the 10. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Hall. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to Cases, 3rd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Ready to try the point after. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Complete downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Trying to burn this defensive back. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start on the ground with Isaiah Auguste.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Keeps it himself. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. On the option. Pulls it and runs it again. There he goes. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter in maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too.
Turns on the Jets. Inside the touchdown, South Carolina. And the route is on. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Singleton. Got it. And he's still running after the move. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Drops back on 1st down. The short hands, it's Galloway. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Marshall. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And That play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks,